it's Lynn Patricia. Today we're going to discuss how to learn how to play pickleball in 5 minutes. Pickleball is a game played indoor or outdoor with 2 or 4 players. The winner is the first one to 11, win by 2 points. Points can only be scored by the serving team and occur when the opponent hits the ball in the net or outside the court. 1 point is scored at a time. The pickleball court is the same size as a badminton doubles court, which is 20 feet wide by 44 feet long. It is slightly bigger than a racquetball court and much smaller than a tennis doubles court. Normally you can set up 2 pickleball courts on a tennis court. The pickleball court has a net in the center of the court to divide the sides. Further, it has a line down the middle of the court. There is also a line parallel to the baseline, 7 feet from the net, and this area is called the kitchen or non-volley zone. A coin can be tossed to determine who serves, or in recreational play, one side is usually designated to start the game serving. The first serve is taken from the right side of the court, and it must land diagonally between the non-volley zone and baseline on the opposite side of the net. The ball may not hit the kitchen line, although a serve is good if it contacts the court and the sideline or baseline. The server only has 1 chance to get the ball over the net and in, otherwise the next person serves. When play is started in doubles, the server will call 0-0-2. The first 0 represents the serving team's score, the second 0 represents the opponent's score, and the 2 represents the person serving the ball as the second server. This person will serve until the serving team makes a mistake. Then the opponent's first server will start serving until that team makes a mistake, and the opponent's partner will serve. The partners of the server and receiver can stand anywhere on or off the court as long as they are on their respective sides of the net. When the serving team makes a point, the partners will swap sides of the court. This is similar to doubles in tennis and racquetball. The serve in pickleball differs from both tennis and racquetball as it must be hit with an underhand motion, and the ball cannot bounce before it is hit. The ball must also be contacted below the belly button, and the head of the paddle must be below the wrist when hit. The server must stand behind the baseline and not touch the line when serving. If the ball hits the net and lands in the kitchen, the serve is a fault. If the ball hits the net and lands in the proper service court, the serve should be replayed. If a serve hits either of the opponents, the serving team receives the point. The person returning the serve must let it bounce before they hit it. The ball should go over the net and in the court. The serving team, when taking the third shot, must let the ball bounce before returning it. This is called the 2-bounce rule in pickleball. After this, all players can choose to move forward and volley the ball in the air as long as they're outside of the kitchen. The non-volley zone or kitchen is the area from the net to 7 feet behind the net on both sides of the court. A player can enter the kitchen and hit the ball if it has bounced first. However, players cannot enter the kitchen to volley or hit the ball in the air. Players can also not go into the kitchen after volleying a ball. In other words, their momentum cannot take them into the kitchen after the volley. If this happens, it is considered a fault. Faults end a rally, but the result of one can score a point for the serving team if the non-serving team made the fault. The most common type of fault is to hit the ball in the net or out of bounds during a rally. Note that the ball can hit the net during a rally, and it's still good as long as it goes over the net and lands in the court. There are a number of other types of faults, including failing to hit the ball before it bounces twice, touching the net with your paddle or clothing, catching the ball during a rally, entering the kitchen to hit a volley, and also bouncing the ball before hitting a serve. If you're new to the game of pickleball, hopefully you've learned how to play pickleball in 5 minutes from this video. Be sure to write in the comments if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them, and feel free to subscribe to this channel.